I took my first guitar lessons when I was 5. So I've been playing a long time. Some of my early influences, I remember my earliest influence being Kenny Rogers. Like I loved The Gambler. My mom and dad listened to a ton of music. So Patsy Cline, Merle Haggard. Then we listened to a lot of like the 70s, 80s R&B and pop and blues. When I play out, I play a lot of my own songs, but I also play covers by James Taylor and Cat Stevens and all those people, you know. But yeah, my earliest influences are a lot of those guys. I tend to write based on, I'll find a chord pattern that I like and I'll sing to it. So I sing to the chordal and mumble words. So I'm singing a basic melody, humming a melody until I can find, and then the words kind of just start to come out. If I catch onto a word that I really like, that's typically how I'll start writing. Then I try to narrow it down to the kind of song that I'm writing based on like the words, you know.
No, I've seen better days. What was lost and now is found. 'Cause the lightning comes with the highs and lows, a streak of days without summer shore.
I think lyrical inspiration comes from where you're at in your life, you know. So dependent on where you're at in your life, for instance, my son was born about 5 years ago. And so it immediately brought me back to when I was a kid. So I started writing more about like the rural place that I grew up, the way that I was raised, you know, small town, middle of New Mexico, agricultural town.
Where everything's hotter in the summertime. Pass me a glass of that homemade wine.
I think what I've enjoyed the most about it is like the immediate connection with people. Like I can write a song or learn a song that somebody else has, right? And I can go out and play it and immediately get a connection with the audience. So, and you know, a lot of times I'll write a song and dependent on how I get the response I get from the crowd, I'll know if a song is good. The Americana country genre, you know, going back to when I was a kid, that's what we grew up listening to, you know, Randy Travis, any of that kind of stuff. It all has like its direct roots to Nashville, you know, this area. And so I always kind of, I guess a long time ago, thought I would maybe come to Nashville and record. And so it's kind of just like a dream come true to come to Nashville and record and be able to play with musicians from here. And also just to like test yourself against other people, right? I think just a respect from where you're at, you know, like to respect regardless of what it was, to have that like kind of connection to your upbringing, to where you're from, to be regardless of where you're from, kind of that's what I've been writing about, you know, recently, is that like connection to my parents or my hometown or the culture that I grew up in. I hope the audience can find something they relate to in that.